నమస్కారం ఈ రోజు మనతో పాటు తంగలాన్ టీం కూర్చొనున్నారు అండ్ తంగలాన్ అంటేనే కమ్యూనిటీ లీడర్ విక్రమ్ గారు ఇక్కడే ఉన్నారు. సో విక్రమ్ గారు వెరీ హార్టీ వెల్కమ్ టు యూ అండి. అండ్ అలాగే ఈ తంగలాన్ కమ్యూనిటీని మనకి తీసుకొస్తున్న డైరెక్టర్ రంజిత్ గారు కూడా మనతో పాటే ఉన్నారు. అంటే హిస్టరీలో నుంచి ఒక అంశాన్ని తీసుకొని దాన్ని రీక్రియేట్ చేసి టు డూ అ పీరియడ్ ఫిల్మ్ లైక్ దిస్, ఓ మై గాడ్, అమేజింగ్ అండి. జస్ట్ సెల్యూట్. పార్వతి తిరుపతి గారు ఉన్నారు. ఆవిడ్ని బెంగళూరు డేస్ అని చేసిన ఐ థింక్ ఆల్ హైదరాబాద్ డేస్, కేరళ డేస్, కలకత్తా డేస్, ఆల్ ఇండియా డేస్ అప్పుడు ఎంత పాపులర్ అయ్యారో అంత పాపులర్ అయ్యారు. అండ్ రీసెంట్గా వచ్చినటువంటి ఉళ్ళొడుకు అనేటువంటి మూవీ కూడా ఇట్స్ సచ్ అ బ్యూటిఫుల్ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్. యు ఆర్ అ బ్రిలియంట్ యాక్ట్రెస్. హార్టీ వెల్కమ్ టు యూ టూ. ఇక మాళవిక మోహనన్ గారిని మనం పేటాలో చూసాము. అండ్ ఇప్పుడు ఇంకా తెలుగు ప్రేక్షకులకి చాలా దగ్గర అవ్వబోతున్నారు ప్రభాస్ గారి రాజా సాబ్ అనేటువంటి సినిమాతో. సో హార్టీ వెల్కమ్ టు టాలీవుడ్ అండ్ కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్ టు యూ.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
చిన్నప్పుడు ఏం చదువుకున్నారు సార్? ఇంత రీసెర్చ్ ఎలా చేయగలుగుతున్నారు మీరు ఇలా సినిమాకి?
Cinema, it is not mean like cinema. Cinema, it is not only like a entertainment medium. For me, cinema, it's like a very big art tool. So, people wants to, in India, people, the most popular medium is cinema. People wants to enjoy with cinema and see, and common people easily connect with the cinema. So for me, cinema, it is not only like entertainment medium. So I just want to discuss with people, discuss to the people with the cinema. Cinema, it is like a tool. So that is why in all movies, it is not only like a movie. So I wanted to give some historical things, and I wanted to make some connection, not only emotionally. I wanted to share some my emotions and my thoughts, and like I wanted to liberate, like so it is very important, right? That's why if I am going to I am decided going to make this one movie, so I wanted to prepare myself first. So why I want to make a film, why I wanted to give to audience to the film. The film, it is not like only film, right? So film, it is like a it is like an important thing. So I wanted to give in a proper way. I wanted to give like the historical things that has happened before that has happened right now, and like the inequality, it's spread in everywhere. So I wanted to discuss in a right way. So I want to make good research things and materials, and I want to read and like make first clear myself. So when I got a clear myself, so I wanted to start and write it in easily. So after that, I wrote the script. I wanted to make a cinema. So cinema, it's a very important tool for me.
So you were good at history, sir, in your childhood?
Little bit.
Social studies.
Studied art.
Oh.
So ఒక్కొక్క ఫ్రేమ్,
దట్స్ వై ఒక్కొక్క ఫ్రేమ్ చాలా ఆర్టిస్టిక్ గా. ఇన్ఫాక్ట్ ఈ పిక్చర్ నేను ఇందాక ఇలా సడన్ గా ఇలా వెనక్కి తిరిగి చూస్తుంటే ఐ ఫీల్ దట్ బోత్ ఆఫ్ యు ఆర్ స్టిల్ కమింగ్ క్లోజ్. ఇట్ గివ్స్ మీ అ ఇల్యూజన్ ఆర్ అ ఫీలింగ్ దట్ యు ఆర్ కమింగ్ క్లోజర్ అని అలా అనిపిస్తోంది. విక్రమ్ గారు, మీకు మీరే ఎప్పుడైనా అలా మోసపోయారా? మీరు చేసినటువంటి గెటప్లు, క్యారెక్టర్లు, తర్వాత సడన్ గా ఇలా ఒక ఫోటో చూసారు ఇది నేనే అని?
అవును, దీంట్లో నేను చూడప్పుడు నాకు ఏమో నా నాన్నగారి గురించి ఎప్పుడూ ఆలోచిస్తున్నాను, బికాస్ ఫేస్ అలా ఉంటుంది. సో అండ్ ఐ వాజ్ లిటిల్ షాక్డ్. కానీ ఐ మీన్ వీ వర్క్డ్ ఆన్ సమ్ రియలీ గుడ్ లుక్స్ ఇన్ ద మూవీ. అండ్
కాదు, ఇప్పుడు సార్ ఎలాగైతే ఆర్ట్ చదివారో అండ్ ఇంత రీసెర్చ్ చేశారో, అలాగే మీరు కూడా ఈ మధ్యకాలంలో చేసేటువంటి సినిమాల్లో యు ఆర్ బీయింగ్ ట్రాన్స్పోర్టెడ్ ఇన్ టైమ్. యు ఆర్ ఇన్ డిఫరెంట్ ఎరాస్. సో రైట్ నౌ ఇన్ విచ్ ఎరా ఆర్ యు?
I'm trying to be future. That's why
it is not make too easy to accept the script. It is not make too easy to accept script to him. No, it is, that is why he is very particular at, and that is why he is standing alone like sweet
like that.
ఇప్పుడు పొన్నియిన్ సెల్వన్ సినిమా మీరు చేసినప్పుడు ఐ థింక్ ఫర్ ద గెటప్ అండ్ ఆల్ చూసినప్పుడు మాకు ఇట్ లుక్స్ మోర్ అండ్ హియర్ ఇట్ లుక్స్ లెస్. సో డస్ మోర్ టేక్ లెస్ టైమ్ ఆర్ లెస్ టేక్స్ మోర్ టైమ్?
That's a fantastic question.
Let's talk about that.
It's very, why it's so significant అంటే దీంట్లో అసలు బట్లు లేదు. సో ఏం చేయాలంటే ఒకది పొన్నియిన్ సెల్వన్లో అంత బట్లు ఇది వచ్చి ఏం చేయాలి, కానీ బికాజ్ మీరు అంత ఈజీగా సారీ ఇక్కడ పట్టుకున్నారు కదా, అక్కడ వెన్ వీ హ్యావ్ ద షాల్ అండ్ ద క్లోక్ అండ్ ద కింగ్స్ ఆల్వేస్ స్టాండ్ లైక్ దిస్. సో అది కొంచెం, సో యూ క్యాన్ స్టాండ్ లైక్ దిస్, పుట్ హ్యాండ్ ఇన్ యర్ పాకెట్ అండ్ ఆల్, సో హ్యాండ్ ఆటోమేటిక్లీ. సో అది ఒక ప్రాబ్లం ప్లస్ ఆర్మర్ క్రౌన్ అన్నీ సో అది కొంచెం పెద్ద ప్రాబ్లం అసలు దిస్ ఇస్ యాక్చువల్లీ సత్యంగా చెప్తే ఇది న్యాచురల్ అందరూ ఐ మీన్ వీ వర్ బోర్న్ లైక్ దిస్ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ వీఆర్ వాకింగ్ అరౌండ్ విత్ క్లోత్స్ సో ఐ థింక్ దిస్ ద rawest state you can go to and still look civil. So you feel liberated. You feel like I felt so, I mean, initially of course, shock, నాకు షాక్ అందరికి షాక్ నాకు షాక్ కదా ఐ వాజ్ వెరీ ఎక్సైటెడ్ వాళ్ళు చెప్పినప్పటి నుంచే నాకు చాలా ఎక్సైట్మెంట్ ఇలాంటి ఒక ఇట్స్ నాట్ అబౌట్ ద కాస్ట్యూమ్ అండ్ ద క్యారెక్టర్ ఏంటంటే వీ హ్యావ్ ఫర్గాటన్ ఐ థింక్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ అస్ ఇప్పుడు వచ్చి ఇది ఏంట్రా ఇది వీ హ్యావింగ్ ఫ్రీడమ్ వీ డూయింగ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఈస్ టేకింగ్ ఫర్ గ్రాంటెడ్ అప్పుడు అస్సలు ఆలోచిస్తే even a small thing like a blouse you can't wear, you can't do certain areas lopala you can't elloddu అని చెప్తారు so like that there are different everything had one boundary.
Correct.
They didn't have freedom at all and దాంట్లో ఒక రొమాన్స్ ఒక గుడ్ ఫైట్ you know it's like that they had their whole life was in that so when you think of that and you think of this is not a what you say ఆ షూటింగ్ ఆంధ్రాలో షూట్ చేసాము కర్ణాటకలో షూట్ చేసాము తమిళనాడు షూట్ సో ఇట్స్ అ యూనివర్సల్ థింగ్ యాజ్ సోన్ బికాస్ లొకేషన్స్ ఆర్ ఆల్ ద సేమ్ ఇట్స్ లైక్ దట్ కానీ ఇట్ ఈస్ అ సిచ్యుయేషన్ దట్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఐ థింక్ అందరికీ దే విల్ ఐడెంటిఫై విత్ దట్ ఎవ్రీ ఫ్యామిలీ విల్ హ్యావ్ ఒక నాన్నగారు ఆర్ తాత ఆర్ సంబడి విల్ టెల్ యూ దట్ టైమ్ ద బ్రిటిష్ డిడ్ దిస్ నా ఇల్లులో ఇది జరిగింది లేకపోతే నా పల్లెటూరులో ఇది జరిగింది పెద్ద ఓకే యూనో దర్ వాజ్ సంథింగ్ సో బ్యాడ్ దట్ హ్యాపెన్ సో దట్ హ్యాస్ బీన్ brought down upon us as a community kada so deentlo he touches all of that so but it's not a cry baby movie like the poverty porn movie cheptaru kada full ga it's like tears and idi adi kaadu it's a movie of happiness a movie of hope దాంట్లో కష్టపడి ఏం చేస్తారు దాంట్లో వాళ్ళకి ఏం జరుగుతుంది అప్పుడు కూడా వాళ్ళకి సంతోషం ఉంది హోప్ ఉంది యూనో సో దట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్ లైక్ ఎక్సైటెడ్ మీ అలాట్
వెరీ వెరీ వెల్ సెట్ సార్ అంటే ఎన్ని జనరేషన్స్ మారినా ఐ థింక్ కొన్నిటి కోసం ఏదైతే ఆ ఫ్రీడమ్ కోసం ఏదైతే ఫైట్ చేశామో అది మర్చిపోలేము అండ్ ఏవైతే బౌండరీస్ ఉండినాయో ఇప్పుడు కొన్ని మారాయి కానీ స్టిల్ దేర్ ఆర్ బౌండరీస్ ఫర్ విచ్ సమ్ టైమ్స్ వీ సీ పీపుల్ లైక్ పార్వతి గారు ఫైటింగ్ ఫర్ ఇట్ షీఈస్ వెరీ వెరీ వర్బల్ అండ్ షీఈస్ వెరీ ఓపెన్ అబౌట్ హౌ షీ స్పీక్స్ అబౌట్ ఇట్ ఐ రియలీ అప్రిషియేట్ ఇట్ సంథింగ్ గ్రేట్ అండ్ మీరు చెప్పిన ఈ ఫ్రీడమ్ పోయింది మేము కొంచెం ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ చేసాం కోవిడ్ టైంలో అందరం దట్ టైం వీఆర్ లైక్ కొంచెం ఎయిర్ కావాలి బయటకు వెళ్ళి అని
బట్ దట్ ఈస్ అప్పుడు కూడా మీరు మీ ఇళ్ళలో మీ కంఫర్ట్లో సేఫ్ అన్నీ ఉన్నాయి బట్ వాళ్ళకి అసలు ఏం లేదు దేర్ ఆల్ లైక్ బాండెడ్ లేబర్స్ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ దట్ సో ఇట్స్ అ బ్యూటిఫుల్ స్టోరీ హీస్ పెయింటెడ్ యాక్చువల్లీ
అండ్ టు సమ్ ఇట్ అప్ ఐ థింక్ మీ కాస్ట్యూమ్స్ కానీ మీ లుక్ కానీ చూసినట్టయితే ఐ డోంట్ థింక్ ఇట్స్ అన్ ఈజీ థింగ్ టు డూ అండి అండ్ విక్రమ్ గారు వీ హ్యావ్ సీన్ యూ దట్ ఆల్వేస్ యూ పుట్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ ఇన్ టు సంథింగ్ దట్స్ వెరీ హార్డ్ అట్లాంటి క్యారెక్టర్స్ మీరు ఐ సినిమా తీసుకున్నా లేకపోతే ఇది తీసుకున్నా అంటే ఇట్ గివ్స్ యూ దట్
no that was like here it's more than just that going there we had to look like this we had to be like that చూస్తే అసలు it's not like okay ఈ గెటప్ లో ఉంటున్నాము ఒక పిక్చర్ అది కాదు ఒక్క సీన్ లో there will be మట్టి ఉంటుంది లేకపోతే రక్తం you know it's like that hotel like there was always dirt or strife నేను కూడా ముందు చెప్పాను ఒక రొమాన్స్ సీన్లో కూడా ఒక వైలెన్స్ ఉంటుంది రొమాన్స్ సీన్లో కూడా సో ఇట్స్ లైక్ ఇప్పుడు నార్మల్ పిక్చర్ చేయనప్పుడు ఒక టీ షాప్ అంటే వీ కెన్ జస్ట్ సిట్ క్యాజువలీ అండ్ టాక్ ఇప్పుడు సేమ్ సిచ్యువేషన్ లైక్ మీ సే హ్యావింగ్ ఫుడ్ ఇట్స్ డిఫరెంట్ ఇట్స్ నాట్ ద సేమ్ ఇప్పుడు ఈ సెటప్లో ఆయన చేయనప్పుడు సో మెనీ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ విల్ బీ దేర్ మేబీ తక్కువ లేకపోతే యూనో గొడవ జరుగుతుంది ఆర్ సంథింగ్ విల్ బీ హ్యాపెనింగ్ సో దర్ ఇస్ నో సీన్ విచ్ ఇస్ వెరీ యూనో రొమాన్స్ సీన్ ఆల్సో ఓకే నౌ రొమాన్స్ వీ కెన్ సెట్ అప్ నో we will actually be at each other's throats there will be so much love that they can kill each other ala untundi
and so, how long has it been that you have done some character like that where you are casually
I think Shivaputrudu tarvata like since I was casual
if you look back into your movies చెప్పండి
some time back
I think maybe some 8 9 10 years
I think మజా ఒక పిక్చర్ చేశాను అప్పుడు మాత్రం నేను ఏం కావాలంటే తినడానికి నో ప్రాబ్లం లైక్ I became little plump and all that like just because I love food I not love food I'm crazy I'm a glutton actually so అప్పుడు no diet no nothing just do anything be casual sit anywhere and I was really relaxed and comedy films so that is the only time but there also after a point I started eating to look like the character only work started
and how does your family get aligned ante intlo em anara inta risk చేసేస్తున్నావు అసలు
not risk ఒక్కొక్క టైం నేను చేయనప్పుడు they'll be little away like ఇది చేయనప్పుడు కూడా కొంచెం because actually if you choose say okay because it's a look you're okay with it, but imagine actually it's not like I'm fully shaven ante no problem, it's half shaven. Adi ante, it's only till here. So juttu ledu idenorico, so adi, and I'll be in a different thing, nenu vera oka mood lo untanu, dieting, cranky ginky, so always elanti looks unna vasinappudu ayyo he's going to start his thing again and they'll all be little wary of me.
I can imagine.
But
like
now I think they're getting used to it slowly.
So
It's
many
high time.
years,
It's high time.
definitely వాళ్ళు మెంబర్షిప్ తీసేసుకున్నారు ఇంకా మీ దీంట్లో.
Lifetime membership.
అండ్ పార్వతి గారు, యాజ్ విక్రమ్ గారు వెరీ రైట్లీ సెడ్, ఈ మూవీ మరి ఇట్లా పావర్టీ అలా కాదు, ఇట్స్ అబౌట్ సో మెనీ ఇమోషన్స్, క్యారెక్టర్స్ అండ్ ఆల్. అండ్ మేము ట్రైలర్ చూసినప్పుడు వి లైక్ ద వైఫ్ క్యారెక్టర్.
Poverty అన్ని ఉంటుంది.
కానీ
that is not the focus. Not like
Correct.
like if it takes 12 years of slave, 12 years slave, it's not like దాంట్లో punishment blah blah blah, it'll all be that. This is not like that.
అండ్ మీ క్యారెక్టర్ ఏదైతే ఉందో గంగమ్మ, ఆ క్యారెక్టరు చాలా రెవల్యూషనరీ క్యారెక్టర్ లాగానే అనిపిస్తుంది. అంటే ఇప్పుడు వైఫ్స్ కూడా అలాగే ఉంటున్నాము. సో దోస్ డేస్ ఆల్సో దే వేర్ లైక్ దట్. సో త్రో సమ్ మోర్ లైట్ ఇన్ టు దట్ క్యారెక్టర్.
Actually, Gangamma is a character. I mean, these are women there is no actual documents about. There is nothing written about them really. There might be some stories that is passed on from generations. So it was all about how Ranjit was envisioning the wife to be. And she wasn't just the wife, she wasn't just the mother. It was like she was the mother. Like her entire vibration, the energy that she leads is of the nurturer, of the protector. And that is her one intention in life, is that I love my family, and for the family, I will make the right decisions.
Yes.
Even if it means it's like against the grain. So those kind of strengths we see in all of us. Like I feel like we see that in everyday regular women, we see that even now. And like Ranjit was saying, and Thangalaan was saying, it's finding it very difficult what to call him, because I have only called him Thangalaan throughout, Tanga, during the shoot. And so now when I say Vikram, it's like just not fitting right in my mouth. I'm just going to call you Tanga from now on. Yeah, just hi, Gangamal, nice to meet you. So it's about history repeating itself. Like I feel like it's human nature to learn new ways to oppress each other. It's every single time. The centuries can pass and we'll have found a whole new way to do the same thing to another community over and over and over again. And I feel like I haven't watched the final film, but I have seen how Ranjit envisioned it. I have been through it with the team, and I feel like it didn't feel like it's happening in the 1890s. Something of it just changed the way I was looking at our present. And I see similarities all over the place. And especially because of that, this releasing on the 15th of August is so important.
I'm thinking it's so...
That is I think one of those Easter egg mari irukumla. Ipo inga parunga August 15th it's releasing is a big deal. So I think freedom is loosely used. The word freedom is loosely used. Oppression is loosely used. We don't know to what nuances people are oppressed. And especially people who've been oppressed for centuries, and it's not questioned. So it's bound to make a lot of people uncomfortable, but in that sense, it's also a vision, it's a world that he's created. So we will be mesmerized, and I think that's a great Trojan horse technique that you have used, is that there is no time to think. We'll be so mesmerized, when we step out, it's going to hit you hard. That's what I think.
ఈ తంగలాన్ అంటే కమ్యూనిటీ లీడర్ అన్నమాట. సో మనకి తెలుగులో కూడా తంగలాన్ అనేటువంటి టైటిల్ని కంటిన్యూ చేసేసేయాలని డిసైడ్ అయిపోయారు. సో ద డిసిషన్ వాజ్ ఆఫ్ జ్ఞాన్వేల్ సార్ ఆర్ రంజిత్ గారు, హూ టుక్ దట్?
Me.
You?
Yeah.
Because you are also one of the producers.
No, I'm a line producer only.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Gnanvel sir is a circle producer.
Yeah, he's the main. He's
always
given all. I'm only.
Okay. Coming to Malavika garu, ఈ క్యారెక్టర్ మీకు ఆఫర్ చేస్తున్నారు అన్నప్పుడు లైక్ దిస్ మాంత్రికురాలు, హౌ డిడ్ ఇట్ ఫీల్ లైక్ గోయింగ్ టు బి పర్ఫార్మింగ్ విత్ విక్రమ్ గారి సినిమాలు మీరు చూసుంటారు కదా, యూ మస్ట్ హావ్ సీన్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ హిస్ ఫిల్మ్స్. సో బీయింగ్ ఆఫర్డ్ అ క్యారెక్టర్ ఇన్ విక్రమ్ గారు's మూవీ అండ్ దట్ టు సంథింగ్ విచ్ ఇస్ ఆపోజిట్ టు హిమ్.
A lot of emotions at the same time, and I really wanted to work with good directors. I was greedy. I was like, you know, I was waiting for like some filmmaker who writes good roles for women, who
అయితే ఈ మధ్య చెప్తున్నదే manifested. This is what, yeah.
Because I was getting a lot of offers, but they were all characters where like everything's very hero oriented and the heroine comes, 6-7 scenes and really big movies. But I was like, okay, I've done a couple of those, but I don't see my career graph as only doing that. Then you can't grow, you can't evolve, you can't. I want to get better as an actor. I want to work with people who push me. So I was on an adventure to discover that within myself and to collaborate with people who brought that out in me. And it was a point like that when Thangalaan came to me, and I was like, this is fantastic. And I didn't know the role initially. I just knew that it's a Paranjit Vikram film, and I was like, everything about this sounds perfect. And I'm sure knowing Ranjit sir, it'll be a good role also. Even before I knew the role, I was like, I want to do this. I have to do this. Then we met, and then I found out more, and we did a look test. I wanted to see me as the character because it's a very physically demanding role. As you must have seen from the glimpse.
effort petals vastundi meeru.
It's a lot of power, mental power, emotional power, physical power. So it needs that certain, one kind of physique, one kind of look, certain skill sets in order to fit into that. So we did a look test to see the costume and everything. And then, that's how I came on board for the project. But I had no idea what I was getting into. Yeah. So it was like first day on set and discovering, like, wow, this is madness. I've never seen anything like this kind of these get-ups, these characters, a story like this. I've never seen something like this in Indian cinema, So even to bring that to life, it was so confusing initially because there's no reference. I couldn't find reference point for a character like mine.
Correct.
So we were like, I would talk to sir. I was like, sir, what films should I watch? Like, what character are we trying to crack? So he recommended, he was like, watch Woman King, watch like these really powerful female warriors. So we watched those roles, but this role is still so different, So it was like cracking, talking, working, basically just shooting and trying to figure out the role.
Yeah, and when you have actors like Vikram Garu and Parvati, were you overwhelmed like on the set and I have to prepare? Because they do a lot of homework and preparation, and how was it for you?
I was very overwhelmed when we started because we started itself with a stunt sequence.
Ah.
Thank you.
అంటే ఈ వాంటెడ్ ఫస్ట్ రిస్క్ అన్ని చేసేద్దామని డిసైడ్ అయిపోయారండి ఏదైతే
I
అది
wanted to show
First it says he put
she
me
is
in
capable or not capable. I want to check.
Sir, your films you first get all insurance premiums renewed, sir. So
But
first was the stunt.
we ensured our talents.
He made me start with one of the hardest portions in the film, one of the hardest fights, and one of the hardest versions.
అన్ని సీన్ లో హార్డెస్ట్
That is true. That is also
వాట్ ఇస్
true.
సేయింగ్ ఎవ్రీ సీన్ వాస్ టఫ్ చుమ్మా హార్డెస్ట్ సీన్ ఒక విచ్ సీన్ ఇస్ ఈజీ అది బట్ சொல்லுங்க ఎవ్రీ సీన్ వాస్ టఫ్ there is worse scenes where swimming underwater she does not swimming that much.
What?
Underwater she has to come
I have
underwater
to swim underwater and fight also underwater.
attack underwater
Attack
swimming radu ammeki.
She'll fight well, sir, because she doesn't know, no? She has to save her
No,
life.
she was doing this every time.
And sir is like, what is this? Show some power. I'm like,
So
sir,
we had to
I
we did
don't
so
know
many
how to
things
swim.
it's-
A little bit. I'm not a
but
very
not
good
underwater.
swimmer.
You didn't know, sir?
I don't know.
Yeah, what, sir? Cinema complete అయిపోయింది.
See, we discovered a lot about each other in the process, and we're still discovering clearly.
See, that's the
But
way
he's
you
right,
portrayed
that thing was
yourself
easy.
and you made yourself comfortable in water. He thought you are a great swimmer.
Every day was an adventure. We didn't know what
Then
we
she
didn't
was
know
she'll
what
be
would
going
happen.
like that and you think బాగా చేశారు కదా
What acting, huh? What
Chai, what acting.
I remember
Really?
one sequence where we were in the water and Vikram was teaching me how to swim. He's like, do this,
Oh.
push your legs. So we were taking classes.
Then
in between
how we'll do
shots.
it? Take a breath, push her down, catch her hand, ready, pull.
Oh.
Then అలాగే
And
వెళ్తారు.
he was doing that. In shots where I had to go and he was out of the frame, he was helping me do it. So
Because push చేస్తే బైక్
Pike
వస్తారు
వచ్చేస్తుంది.
సో
Float అయిపోతుంది.
I push her down and then pull. పాపం అది ఇట్ వాస్ రియల్ అండ్ దాంట్లో కాస్ట్యూమ్స్ కంటిన్యూటీ స్పియర్ అండ్ క్లాత్ సో దట్ ఆల్ దట్ వాస్ గోయింగ్ ఆన్.
The
It's
beach
not
with
like you're
beach
learning
and
swimming
like-
and you have your goggles and you can happily go and swim.
my face paint was melting underwater, everything. But on that note,
But that is some of the most beautiful shots. The cloth will come flying, like the white cloth.
Wow.
Sorry. So you were saying
so I was just saying, on that note, he made the process. So as a co-actor, the director is far away, right? Like, we are the ones kind of building the scene, creating the scene. And most of my scenes were with Vikram sir, and that made it, like, he made the process so lovely for me. I say this all the time, and for good reason. I'm gonna say it again, that I couldn't have done so much of this, without him.
Yeah.
So it was intimidating, to answer the question that you asked. It was intimidating, but there was no time to sit and think about that. Because every scene was so hard.
What happened in the first shoot? No, the first scene. What happened to your hand?
What?
Full day she was doing, no? Pura it started swelling. She couldn't move her hand. See, even after 20 minutes it's going to start paining. So from morning, practice, then come to the shot. Her hand was like this between the shot. Like, it was shiny. We were saying, what happened? He said, there's some problem. It's
Some B12 deficiency.
It was so sad. Full day, and you have to say this, like, she will not stop. Mornings, like, I was doing my shot, they said, this Malavika has come. I think somewhere far, practice. I said, which is that one of the stick, yeah. Mornings, choose then shot, then we went for lunch break and came back, she's still doing. Finally, shot goes to kai matra, ready in chapter, still ayindi. Then we were saying, what is this?
That was my motto for the film, do or die.
No,
that's how I approached this.
See, that day of the shoot, నాకు ఇది చెప్పకండి షూట్ లో ఏం జరిగిందో నైట్ in the hotel room also it was like this, huh? Constantly.
So to give you context, like in the majority, like most of the film, it's stick fighting. So there's this one large stick.
కర్రసాము తెలుగులో దాని పేరు కర్రసాము కర్ర.
But కర్రసాము అంటే it's just a stick, right?
Yeah.
This stick will be ఇలాంటి ఉంటుంది. అంటే ఒక సైడ్ హెవీగా ఉంటుంది. సో బ్యాలెన్స్ రాదు.
And it's a heavy stick. It's not a light stick.
And it's not even thin. కొంచెం
it's thick.
గట్టిగా.
So just to hold that, if you're not even moving it, you just hold the stick for a little time, no? It's tricep workout.
Yeah.
So then to take that and to move and then to fight, oh God, I still get anxiety thinking about my first week. Yeah. I really thought I'll get a call saying, sorry, we don't think you can do this. We'll find another actor instead of you. I thought that was going to happen because it was so hard. I found it so hard to adapt initially.
Correct.
So that was the start.
సో ఈ క్యారెక్టర్లో ఉండేటువంటి వైఫ్ క్యారెక్టర్ ఏదైతే ఉందో ఇప్పుడు జనరేషన్లో లాగానే అంటే నేను మా ఆయన్ని తొందరగా ఇంటికి వచ్చేసే antan అలాగే అంటుందా?
More like into infinity. It's like, okay, so there is this bond between Thangalaan and Gangamal which became like the base to understand Gangamal for the first time. So there was a tiny little workshop. It was like just 2 days of meeting Thanga, and like immediately the first point of contact is, what is their chemistry? What is their relationship? And that was one point of contact. And then I tried asking Ranjit a lot of questions. I tried. And then I got a lot of answers, and then I stopped getting answers. So then like Ranjit believes that actor's job is actor's job. You figure it out, kind of a thing. So that was in itself a learning for us. And then it started, I think somewhere midway during shoot. I have kids. I mean, we have 5 children in the film. And the youngest is a little baby. Like, so the mother of the child actor.
Youngest is a baby, the eldest can have a baby.
Can have a baby. Like, that's ranges.
Yeah, that's how it
Summer
was,
range,
right?
yeah.
Previously,
There was like that then. The thing is that they have this very raw magnetic chemistry the whole time. They are best friends, but they also love each other a lot. But they also fight. Like, fight as in they mean it. But they know they are each other's person for life. And that bond, you cannot just pretend to have that bond. That's based on trust. And so everything is too raw. So that connection needed to have been formed, especially with Thanga. Every single scene, every body language, everything I do, if I'm not getting something, it's almost like a puzzle fitting. He'll come in that place and like fit into that puzzle.
Okay.
Which for me was a great way to sort of, if I am a little misaligned on that day, that will be a great way for me to get back.
Okay.
And the same way with other actors also. There is an actor, Arjun, who played the son who can have babies. He is also like, him and I had to have conversations about what my relationship is with the oldest son and what my relationship is with the youngest. Because I must have had him when I was his age or something like that. So I didn't know what to do with my oldest kid when I was a first-time mother. But by the 5th time, I know what to do with my kids. I'm well versed with
Correct.
that. So those conversations and the way I am with the kids, every single day spending time with them, all that helped.
విక్రమ్ గారు మీకు రంజిత్ గారికి ఉండేటువంటి రిలేషన్షిప్ ఇప్పటిది కాదు కదా, చాలా ఏళ్ల నాటి రిలేషన్షిప్. సో హౌ హెస్ హీ ఇవాల్వ్డ్ ఎవర్ సిన్స్ యూ న్యూ హిమ్?
I keep telling him like, see, he's done wonderful cinema. చేసిన అన్ని pictures like really work of art. Like if you forget commercially also they'll do well, but taking that aside, pictures that he can be proud of. He can never make like a bad film. You can either hate him or love him, but you can't ignore him. Alanti oka maker he is. He'll have an issue, he'll have a message, or whatever he does, it's very raw and striking. So I've always wanted to work with him. Kani, when you see Sarpata Parambara, I was like shocked because boxing is mana, especially in Tamil Nadu, boxing is not it's a sport. A small area lo undi, but andariki nachadu. It's like that. Kani ఆ లోకంలో హీ జస్ట్ టుక్ యూ ఇన్ ఉళ్ళకెళ్ళి దెన్ మీరు చూస్తే ఓహో ఇలా ఉంటుంది ఇలా ఉంది ఇలా ఉంది ఓహో ఈయన ఇలా ఉంటున్నారు ఇలా చేస్తున్నారు బ్లా 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 అండ్ యూ గాట్ గ్రాబ్డ్ అండ్ పుల్డ్ అండ్ ఐ థాట్ దట్ లైక్ పర్ఫెక్షన్. ఓకే, కానీ ఈ పిక్చర్ స్టార్ట్ చేసిన తర్వాత నేను చెప్పాను ఐ డోంట్ నో వాట్స్ హ్యాపెన్ టు యూ, మీరు యాజ్ అ క్రియేటర్ you've changed, but he didn't accept it. Even now I don't think he'll say no sir, this movie has to be made like that movie has to. But I told Mani sir also, Mani sir I feel for me is a master craftsman. Perfect cinema he makes. He said I like Ranjit. I said sir, you see this film, you like Sarpata Paramara, I know, but ee picture lo vere emo level lo ellaru. I'll always like he'll be somebody to ememo kotta ga try chesaru. Short division nunchi like the whole scene will be one shot.
Wow.
Every scene, and we always had Trinity camera. It's like Jimmy Jip undi kada, kani not Jimmy Jim, sorry, Steadicam. Steadicam ante it'll be fixed, so you can only do this much. Kinda ante you have to turn the camera, take another shot. This will move, it will swivel, you can go anywhere. So that became easy for him. Camera will move all over. And Parvich చెప్పారు కదా, it's every character will have importance. Like in his movies, all women, everybody, I mean, always women will have strong characters. But this picture, they obviously have both of them. I mean, she tulps me throughout the film. She's like equal and like, you know, and some places she'll go up, it's like that. Kani, it was not just us. Because there's a movement, everybody had to perform. And there are about 200 people on the set. And junior artist cast cheyaledu. Andru, like if you see, they're all from drama schools, Kuttupatra, like they have these, you know, traditional drama classes, akkad nunchi. So everybody, there might be one guy, okka line, full picture lo, but aa okka line kosam jeevitam istadu, you know, alaga. So everybody in that frame has to perform. Everyna okkaru wrong look ante one more take. So it was like that. So the whole thing, that itself, I think, ee picture ki alanti oka, he wanted to do something different, lad. Alanti, like even like you see, not just the looks, vishayalu dantlo, like the props we use or how we relate to each other. But a village scene ante, you have an idea of it. Apudante village scene will be like this. There will be a particular, you have, it's all imagination, right? Why chadvaru books nunchi, he's got ideas and all. But what all he's put into it, I think it's so passionate. Like when he's writing also, he's saying, it's like a trip, I don't know where it's going somewhere. There is no climax, there's no interval block. I'm not saying that, there's no grammar. Kani, it is so commercial because somehow I think Nyanavil Garu and he and me, we all sat together and said, no. Ilanti oka movie with such a powerful message, should of hope or whatever, should reach a wider audience. It should not be a cult film, which is a nice film, yeah, and then you watch it in festivals. Or it has to be a film that should reach without the travesties of either like commercial cinema lo ande illanti oka interval block fight to like the introduction song adi kaadu. How do you get them involved, but at the same time make it as raw as possible? He's gone to another level. I think I mean, it's oversaying a lot, but when you see the film, you'll understand.
Very serious question, sir. ఈ సినిమా బడ్జెట్స్ గురించి, మేకప్కి ఎక్కువ కాస్ట్ అయిందా, కాస్ట్యూమ్స్కి ఎక్కువ అయిందా?
Very less amount actually. Both less amount only, but the production value, like making the movie, you know, the days and like the experience, and while shooting, I didn't expect. Like no, I thought we planned to shoot, we planned, you know, 85 days I will wrap up. But no, when I going to the shoot and enter that the set, after makeup and they'll came to set arrangement, you know, after I shot that the composing the things, you know, it will take a time. So I cannot force it. The actors and the script demands a lot. the script demand a lot, and then I wanted to make it in very like what the script demand exactly. So that is the thing, the budget increased. So otherwise the costumes and things is very less amount only. And also we a lot of manida உழைப்பு, like human manida உழைப்பு
survival.
No, we put our efforts, human efforts. It's very it's a we need a lot. So that's why I wanted to comment. I don't want to push. So if I pushing, it will happen anything. Correct. So I wanted to be controlled. I want to calm down first myself. So I'm go into my world. So that's why I don't want to talk a lot, and I control myself, and like I just wanted to make very clearly, very clarity and clear things. I don't want to push and like I just make whatever I wrote, so it will take a time. That is the thing. It took a lot of time and like days and things. So 125 days almost, and like I used a lot of supporting actors and background artists. So the daily cost is heavy, and the project need this much level. So I understand after that. So that is the like a budget is exceeded what we thought before, that very less amount after that. But the producer Janavel Raja is so sweet, and he supported very well. He didn't ask any question till now, and he believed me a lot, and that is the thing. I without compromise I made it in a Thangalaan.
And wind up chese mundu we have a gold round. Okay. Because all of you all are of gold, we are not giving you gold. We will only give you questions.
Okay, great.
Okay?
Yeah,
So, yeah, you all have gold. So, andukani mem ivatledu. So, first question, because inta research chesaru kabatti eenane adugutanu nenu. Sir, today gold rate how much, sir?
7,600.
Almost close to it, yeah.
7,400.
Yeah, 7,200, yeah. Maybe as we are speaking, it might have gone up or down. No, he's right. He's right.
400. Okay.
Sir, but
last we heard
Sorry, I didn't follow that.
sir, sir, kodu
ఇలా తెలిసిందే sir. They did the same question in other interview. She came close to it. Amma వేరే something ఏమో చెప్పింది.
Is that how you know the answer?
That's how I know the answer. That is well, I know.
Okay, the chemical formula of gold.
AU.
Sir, you know everything. No,
I think we should like not let him play in this way.
You know something.
He'll know everything.
He is not only prepared for the character, he's prepared for interviews.
Interviews.
Also. Very careful.
Yeah, ready, miss.
Yeah, next question. Come on.
Miss.
You can
Next,
be-
next question. Okay, next question is industry lo meeku, whom do you feel has a heart of gold? Only one person you can select. I know there are many. There's one sitting right in front of you, but you can't.
First.
Ever, sir?
Did you choose yourself right now?
Yeah.
Yes, I knew it. Did you choose yourself? I was
But,
just going to say that he will choose himself
I want
first.
to share about Mr.
Vikram,
Son of Gold Thangalaan. See, so it is not.
plugged in.
Director is very cute.
Very cute.
No. What I'm saying, it is not easy to get the actors like that.
True.
Like everyone. Not only and Parvati and Malavika.
No, we have only one now, sir.
And yes, Thangalaan.
Yeah.
Thangalaan
See, we are
is-
giving you silver, okay?
Silver is fine. Bronze also okay.
Yeah.
So அது எப்படின்னா like whatever what I wrote like he's exploring in a nice way, like and the walk and stand and like he completely like take it in himself and like exploring, like the art is kind of this thing
Yeah.
so he just did it. It's phenomenal, like everybody. And yeah,
So, heart of gold, Vikram Garu. And knowing you also since many years, we all know that you have a heart of gold, truly. And Vikram Garu, meeke ee question, evardi golden touch anukuntunnaru meer industry lo? Anybody, you can name anyone. They say the Midas touch, the golden touch. ఇటు చూస్తున్నారు.
You should have introduced me to that guy when I was struggling for 10 years.
Oh yes.
Who has?
You have an option to skip it also.
No. I'm hoping in my heart it's Ranjit, so that everything he touches from now, starting with August 15th, turns to gold.
Yeah, I hope.
You gave him one,
And
he gave you back.
No, but he is somebody who's found talent always. Forget about established actors.
Yeah.
ఎప్పుడో ఆయన కొత్త, like, you know, he'll either get an artist or an art director or a cameraman. దీంట్లో ఉన్న cameraman has worked only for him for the last 3 films, కదా?
Yeah.
Kishore. So he's like that, and that is very nice. The fact that he'll get that, he'll stick to them, and he'll make them grow and watch them grow. Okay, ఈ picture పెద్ద హిట్ అయింది, నెక్స్ట్ I'll go to the next bigger cameraman, bigger music director, అలా కాదు. Likewise, డిపార్ట్మెంట్లో he's co-director కాదు, అలా కాదు. Everybody is an associate director. Nobody overlaps, ఒక్కొక్క డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఉంది. So there's no fights.
సో థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. ఈరోజు ఇంత తంగ్లాన్కి సంబంధించినటువంటి ఇన్ని డీటెయిల్డ్ విషయాల్ని మీరు షేర్ చేశారు. అండ్ హ్యాట్స్ ఆఫ్ టు ఈచ్ వన్ ఆఫ్ యూ ఆల్ ఫర్ డెడికేటింగ్ ఫర్ ద ఆర్ట్ ఆఫ్ మేకింగ్ మూవీస్ సో బ్యూటిఫుల్లీ. లైక్ అంటే వేరే ప్రొఫెషన్స్ గురించి మనం మాట్లాడినప్పుడు ఒక డాక్టర్ కానీ ఒక ఇంజనీర్ కానీ వాళ్ళు ఎలా డెడికేట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారో, మన సినిమా ఇండస్ట్రీ కూడా అలాంటిదే. ఇంత డెడికేషన్ పెడితేనే సినిమాలు అలా వెండి తెర మీద మనకు కనిపిస్తూ ఉంటాయి అంత అందంగా. సో waiting for this magic to unfold on August 15th. So thank you so much, Andy. Thank you
so much.
Thank you.